The Big Bang Theory reveals another breakup in Georgie and Mandy's first marriage, not just their divorce. Although Georgie and Mandy's first marriage has one major breakup to explain, The Big Bang Theory's canon has already hinted at another conflict in young Sheldon's spin-off. Young Sheldon's spin-off went with the title Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage for a reason. In The Big Bang Theory Season 11, Episode 23, The Sibling Realignment, Sheldon's older brother Georgie revealed he had an ex-wife. Thus, when Georgie and Mandy got married in young Sheldon Season 7, it was only a matter of time before the couple inevitably broke up. Now, the spin-off can explain why this happened and what happened afterward. However, The Big Bang Theory set up more than just this tidbit of lore for Georgie and Mandy's first marriage. The original show also established Georgie's resentment toward Sheldon over his absence from their family after George Sr.'s death. Since Sheldon left for Caltech in young Sheldon's finale, this internal conflict is likely to play out in Georgie and Mandy's first marriage, as Georgie grows gradually more frustrated with the pressures of keeping his family together. Meanwhile, The Big Bang Theory also revealed Georgie's line of work in the same episode, and this may reveal more about the spin-off story. Georgie and Jim McAllister are friends in Georgie and Mandy's first marriage and young Sheldon. Mandy's father approves of Georgie, unlike her mother Audrey. In the first trailer for Georgie and Mandy's first marriage, Georgie has an ally in Mandy's father, Jim McAllister. While Mandy's mother Audrey openly despises Georgie, Jim initially befriended his son-in-law back in young Sheldon Season 7. Where Audrey saw a gormless time-waster, Jim saw a diligent hard worker whose undeniably industriousness could come in handy. However, The Big Bang Theory secretly already revealed one reason that Jim and Georgie might fall out in the future, and this subtle revelation came in The Sibling Realignment. The episode revealed Georgie owns a chain of successful tire stores. Georgie may set up a rival business after learning all he could from Jim McAllister. Jim hired Georgie to work in his tire store in young Sheldon Season 7. And the trailer for Georgie and Mandy's first marriage reveals that he is still working there in the spin-off. There are multiple ways that Georgie and Mandy's first marriage could justify Georgie and Mandy's eventual breakup, but one factor might be Georgie setting up a rival business after learning all he could from Jim McAllister. Georgie's chain of tire stores is branded as Dr. Tire, much to Sheldon's chagrin, and that branding is notably absent from Jim's story in young Sheldon. Georgie runs a rival business to Jim McAllister in The Big Bang Theory. Georgie owns Dr. Tire stores in the original show. Georgie may open a business that puts him in direct competition with his father-in-law, thus alienating Mandy's family and, potentially, Mandy herself. Georgie spoke to both Sheldon and Leonard about how hard he worked to provide for the Cooper family after his father's death, so he may decide that competing with Jim is worth it if it means supporting Missy, Mima, and Mary. This would be a dark twist, but it is one for which The Sibling Realignment sowed the seeds years earlier, when The Big Bang Theory first revealed Georgie's job. If Georgie does end up running a rival business, he would risk pushing away his biggest ally. Mandy loves him, but she also wants to repair her relationship with her obstinate mother. As evidenced by Audrey kicking Mandy out during her pregnancy, she is not a particularly forgiving or yielding personality. Some of young Sheldon's best moments prove that Georgie can be fairly stubborn too, but Mandy would be more likely to side with her family over her husband if both of her parents disapproved of Georgie. Moreover, Georgie setting up a rival business would arguably justify their distrust. Georgie's business may ruin his friendship with Jim in Georgie and Mandy's first marriage. Young Sheldon's spin-off may sour the bond between Georgie and his father-in-law. Georgie's chain of tire stores needs to start somewhere, and that could be as a competitor to Jim's family-owned business. If this is the case, Mandy's family may end up having a good reason for their dislike of Georgie. Like his brother, Georgie can be single-minded and ruthless to a fault, despite his good nature. He may end up double-crossing Jim and burning his best bridge into the McAllister family, which may in turn explain his subsequent divorce. While The Big Bang Theory's Sheldon had many flaws, his older brother also went years without speaking to him. This proved that Georgie wasn't overly mature, so it would not come as a major shock if Georgie considered the short-term success of his business more important than the long-term trust of his father-in-law. If this is the case, Mandy's reasons for divorcing her husband could become clear as he establishes a business that risks putting her father out of the job. Thus, The Big Bang Theory may have revealed the ending of young Sheldon's spin-off Georgie and Mandy's first marriage years ago.